We are here. We are live for another week of Not Your Typical Girl Talk, where we try to make sense of the foolishness on the internet. And we have 8 foolish stories as usual this week. So we're not even going to wait. We're just going to introduce ourselves for those of you who don't know us in alphabetical order.
Hey, everyone joining us for the first time, or maybe you're returning. Welcome to Not Your Typical Girl Talk, where we try to make sense of the foolishness on these deep, dark internets. My name is Garcia. Thanks for joining us.
Hey.
We want to take a moment to thank Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio. Thank you for allowing us this platform where we have replays of our show every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Be sure to check us out on the internet radio. And of course, check us out on YouTube. We go live every Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Be sure to follow us on our socials, Instagram, YouTube. The handle is Not Your Typical Girl Talk.
Hey.
Sister Telly.
Girl, praise the Lord.
Hallelujah, Lord.
Hallelujah, Jesus. Hey, everyone, it's me, Sister Telly. I just want to thank everyone. Sister Telly is in the house. Hallelujah. Shout out to CC. I want to thank everyone for joining us once again. The coolest crew you will ever hang out with for an hour or more. We are the Not Your Typical Girl Talk crew. Woo! Sheba wasn't lying. The stories that are going to be said tonight, that you're going to witness, that you're going to see and hear. Lord, you're going to be wishing, you're going to be saying sister as well. You're going to be like, Jesus, help me. Because guys, this world, I don't know. It's entertaining for sure, but it makes you wonder who. Listen, Sheba girl, tell these beautiful people who you are. They gotta know. They gotta listen to the foolishness that's going on in our land. Tell them, girl.
Listen, what you gotta understand is we go to the depths, the deep, dark internet. We go to the depths of the internet to find these stories. Again, we don't go to the internet. That's where the useful information is. We go to the internet where the foolishness resides. But yeah, I'm just Sheba. They call me Sheba. Here we go. All the intro we need, because I'm just going to go straight into this first one here that I have simply just entitled, What? And here we go.
You identify as what?
Hi there. I'm Cody. Pronouns em, airs, or zem, zers, or really any neo-pronouns that aren't z, her, hers. I come from the world of Instagram, where I had decided at one point that I was going to microvlog my gender transition. I am a white, transmasculine, femme, non-binary, temporarily mostly able-bodied, neurodivergent, obsessive-compulsive, chronically ill, culturally Jewish, Unitarian Universalist, non-monogamous, demi-low romantic, gray demi-bisexual, survivor of acute and complex trauma, millennial, and cat parent in mental health recovery.
That's a long way to say gay. Okay, honest question. How does someone get this brainwashed?
That is a great question. How does
Did you catch any of that?
I caught, what'd you say? Acute something or other about acute trauma.
Able-bodied, most of the time.
I got cat parents. Cats are all right when they're looking from far away, from a distance. That's all I caught.
Let's do it again.
Yes,
let's do it again.
You identify as what?
Hi there. I'm Cody. Pronouns em, airs, or zem, zers, or really any neo-pronouns that aren't z, her, hers. I come from the world of Instagram, where I had decided at one point that I was going to microvlog my gender transition. I am a white, transmasculine, femme, non-binary, temporarily mostly able-bodied, neurodivergent, obsessive-compulsive, chronically ill, culturally Jewish, Unitarian Universalist, non-monogamous, demi-low romantic, gray demi-bisexual, survivor of acute and complex trauma, millennial, and cat parent in mental health recovery.
That's a long way to say gay. Okay, honest question. How does someone get this brainwashed?
I wish we could have paused that screen
the square
with all of the things.
And she's reading something.
You know what? I'm hoping.
I caught her,
this is what I'm hoping.
Her eyes
I am hoping this is a satire.
It sounds like one.
I'm praying it's a satire. The problem is there's so many individuals like that individual, you can't even use certain words anymore, that individual, that I would not be surprised if it's a satire, because they live in the world of confusion, because I was thoroughly confused. You culturally Jewish, mostly able-bodied, I'm cat parents. That's kind of what I got. I maybe monogamous, trans, newer, I don't know.
Yeah, and then the pronouns of ears or change.
That reminded me of Elon Musk.
Yeah, that's like
Elon Musk's child's name.
Yeah, a different language.
Maybe it's Dune. You know the language that they speak in the desert?
The
fictional.
That's what that
language.
I'm done. I actually done. Because we actually have another one just like this right after this one. I don't have anything to say.
And she said a lot already, so we'll just we'll go with whatever she said, or they said, whoever, man.
These are them.
Person. There you go. Sure.
Okay. So the next segment we're calling You're It. And yeah, it's worse than the first one, actually. Here we go.
You identify as what?
Hi there. I'm Cody.
Wrong one. Let me slide up. Okay, now you're it.
You may refer to me as it's. They, them makes me super dysphoric. It's is cool. Non-noun neopronouns are still my preferred, especially the ones that keep the E sound, like E or Z or V.
I just lost brain cells. Like I felt them die. Yeah.
Yeah. No lies told in that part. The brain cells did die.
Could you imagine somebody having to refer to someone else as it? If somebody said that in a meeting, I would not be able to keep it. I would just be like, I'm actually done. I can't do this anymore. It's.
You know what? This is a great example of self-hate. The idea that we don't even refer to animals as it.
No.
Insects, we don't refer to it as it.
No.
We say, we give it an actual, like, true pronoun. Like, you devalue yourself so much that you don't consider yourself as a person?
No, they're an it.
It's.
And you're up on these internets?
Yep, deep.
Well, remember, she doesn't like the other pronouns. They give her a headache or whatever happens because they're just not. It's not the way to go. They walk among us. These people walk. It's their Zebazao Zem Zoo. Zem Zembaza.
Zembaza. Girl. It's like the whole pronoun thing is becoming like a catchphrase. Like
it's a joke.
It's becoming ridiculous.
It's too much.
And man. I do want to point out that in that last video, especially now in
it
the
was
first
a gay woman.
Yeah, that last one where the woman said her brain cells died.
Yeah.
This was a woman who is a part of that community. Yeah. So she has every right to comment on it since she is a part of that community.
God.
But the idea that even your own community is like,
look, I'm a part of the community. I am the B. I am the B in all of the alphabet. And my brain cell died, crashed, turned back over, tried to revive itself, came back in my head and was like, why am I here?
Like, if it doesn't make sense to your people,
then it's not gonna make sense to anybody.
It doesn't make sense to me anymore. I don't have anything. They've added a lot of alphabets. It's just alphabets now. It means nothing. It's like, you know, when someone's making a mockery of something, like I used to think that people fought for these rights, and now it's just like you're being mocked.
That's what it feels like. They're gonna have to create a
Like-
new alphabet to attach to the old alphabet because they're running out of letters.
Like the idea
Thought.
that they them is still not enough for you.
No,
No,
it.
Zer,
Down like
Zhao, say.
Zauze. Now that's something that must be done from a movie. That's gonna be a movie language or something.
So I can say anything at this point. I can say my pronouns are Zazo.
Yeah,
And we
you
just have
must
to be
and
like,
people
yeah,
have to accept it.
as Zazo.
right.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Sure. Okay, we're gonna.
Mhm.
Hi. Okay.
Girl.
Moving on to a woman who's definitely lost some brain cells. Listen, Kanye has dated some very interesting people. He has put people in the spotlight that you go, interesting. Julia Fox, however, I have never seen someone who was so interested in stretching her 15 minutes, like stretching. It is like somebody who wears an extra large trying to stretch into an extra small. Okay,
Yep.
Just stretching, holding on. Well, apparently she's singing now.
Yes, girl.
She's singing, sis.
She is belting out a tune.
We're gonna entertain you in a segment called just to Julia Fox's new song.
Oh Lord. That ending.
You know what it is for me? The passion, right? Like the bending, like
Her eyes are closed tight because she's feeling.
she's
You know
feeling
what she's
the
feeling. She's feeling something. But I just want to say that no black people were harmed during this taping because I didn't see no black hands there. Praise your name, Jesus. The black people said, no, this ain't for us. Y'all go ahead.
The only black person that's for her is Kanye.
And Kanye was like,
And
Kanye had enough.
If you ask
was
Kanye
like,
right now,
no.
he wouldn't say he's a black man. So.
Well, Kanye's a different case, girl. He has this porno thing going for him right now. But I want to talk to the black people that were not there supporting this foolishness. God bless
Good
you.
job. Good job.
As for her in this, I don't know who told her. Someone lied to her, clearly.
And who gave her a microphone and said, get up on this stage right now?
Thank you. That was going to be my question.
Someone lied to her. Someone is stroking her ego and saying, girl, you have got it.
Yeah, you know what?
You've got that Midas touch. You've got the stuff, Julia. Get up on that stage and just blow everyone away with your $1 million voice. That's what someone told her this. Someone in her circle is telling her that she is it. Somebody. I don't know who, but clearly they're having a good old laugh.
You know what? Times are tough right now. So I think there was a producer that's like, yo, listen, this Julia Fox chick, she's got some money left over from her time with Ye.
Oh, God.
And he gave her some money, as he does with all his
He
gives them
some
millions
kind of money
dollars to shut
Keep
up.
their mouth shut.
So they were like, listen, I'll produce your next album.
And she was like, oh, it's on you.
And she was like, all right, I got some sweet lyrics. Do you want to hear?
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna look up. I want to see because she's supposed to be an actress. What's her latest? What was the last project she worked on? What was the last project she worked on?
This girl is no actress.
There's no
now.
actor. She says that she's an actress. I'm like, well, then go do
What
that.
has
Go
she
act.
done since Kanye left?
Nothing. Well, that and wearing a vagina panty in public at some fashion show. That's all she's done since then. But go ahead, girl, in your aluminum foil outfit, looking like a baked potato, going, go ahead. You know, who are we? Who are we to...
I'm going to replay it because I actually am not going to focus on her. I'm going to focus on the idiots in the crowd. Because I'm convinced that some people are like swaying, have their phones up recording.
Oh, yes.
rooting for embarrassment, but it's the people that swing. So I'm going to replay this one time. I just want to see those people in the background. Let's go. Let's go back to Why?
Honestly, y'all, just go back to your Taylor Swift. Go
Listen,
to
at least
Taylor
Taylor Swift is singing words.
At least she's singing words, and she can play an acoustic guitar. Go watch that. Don't support this.
All the words.
We still don't know what the song is. Like, what tune is this?
It's her new pronoun.
It's her new pronoun. I'm done with you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm done.
Julia, just figure out your life, girl. This is not the way. Okay.
I turned that's the new pronoun. Is the new we're done.
Y'all,
stop it. Just
not much money she's worth. You're gonna use about
$20.
I'm curious. How much is Julia Fox worth? Or what's her name?
Before we move on, actually,
we'll move on in the meantime.
Let's see if we can get. How much is Julia Fox worth?
I'm curious, yo. I need to know how much is this woman worth.
Oh, she's a modest net worth. Hold on.
Modest. What?
As in
modest. No, okay,
$50,000.
She's apparently reported that she's worth $30 million. That's what she's reported. But let's see what because I don't believe that.
These are the same people that said.
Wasn't her husband rich?
Oh, right.
I think so.
The man that she had the baby with. Yes. He was hella rich.
And she's taking all that money and spending it on.
Yeah.
So she's
that is the
30 million, but she might be a couple of million because of not her own work, but because no one's really reporting it here because of her divorcing her husband.
Yeah. She's not rich per se.
No, her man, her baby father is rich.
Talented in that sense.
Oh.
The last thing she worked on was in a music video with Charlie XCX. So that was the last thing that was according to IMDb. That was the last thing she ever worked on.
Sure. We're done. We're gonna okay. In the next segment, that's just very short, but we're calling it blended.
Girl, the blended.
Let's let this show.
I mean, music is fire. That last part when the beat drops. I
need people to understand what they just saw.
Right.
This is supposed to be a woman who went to a stylist to get a weave installed, and then that weave was supposed to be blended with her own hair so it would look seamless, as if the hair was growing from her root. And what we instead saw was two different colors, and her hair in a blunt cut, about, I'd say, 12 inches shorter or more than the actual weave that is in her head top.
Yes.
And
that's what we saw.
Two totally different colors. So
totally different.
Yeah, imagine the blunt bob cut.
Yes.
In black.
Yeah. And then honestly, it looks like it's about maybe close to 30 inches.
It's a long
red extensions underneath
the black bob.
They cut that's a precision bob. Like it was a precision bob. Like it was
It was sliced, like
right. And
sharp.
she's there showing it off, like, hey, everyone,
Amazing.
look at my hair.
Blended. Only thing is the blend wasn't blending.
The blend never happened.
The blend missed the flight. The blend
I
didn't blend.
also think that people are just
like, are people doing this on purpose? Like, you want
that's my God.
bad? Then now they're willing to make fools of themselves. Well, I guess so.
I think so.
Oh no, girl.
There's no way anyone in their right mind would leave their house like that.
No.
Ever in life.
Like,
no way. I don't leave my hair. I don't leave my house if my hair is not done properly.
Hair is not a game.
I have canceled situations. Like, I'm redoing my own
hair. Is all like,
yeah, it's awful.
I'm not going outside my door. No.
This is when I get a baseball cap.
This is when I get a baseball cap, a broad hat, and I'm just not leaving my house.
This is why some women.
Uber comes
this is why I don't agree with it.
I'm not leaving my house.
But this is why some women will sooner leave their house in a bonnet.
No. I understand why they do it.
I wouldn't do it.
I'm not doing it.
Some women think.
I'm not doing it.
Because that was awful.
That was horrible.
The fact that someone potentially, because we don't know. This girl just might be, again, just wanting to get some attention. But assuming someone did do that to her, to charge some...
Girl.
Maybe it's reparations, because she looked like she was a Caucasoid. Maybe someone was just like, I'm trying to get my reparations. Because I have no other reason as to why anyone would it's got to be part of the reparation plan. And if it is, Wakanda forever.
Right? And
yeah,
I've got to say this too, because I remember there was a time in life, and I believe that there are stylists that are still like this, where stylists had class and dignity in their craft. There is no way you would have taken out a phone and shown the hair half done. The stylist would be like, nope, put that phone away. Your hair's not done yet.
Your head is
Let
their
me
business
finish,
card.
Right, blending this out. And then we will do all the Instagram, all the reels, all the everything you want.
Right.
But your hair's not done yet. So please put that phone away.
Maybe she did it herself.
Definitely. No, I think I like my idea. I think it's part of the reparation movement, because she was definitely a Caucasoid. And that's the only thing I've got. They were looking for reparations, and they just screwed up that, because that was awful. It's awful.
This chick is looking for attention.
There's that too, because attention, social media attention is
People
now
are wild and indecent. So desperate for a click.
Listen, the things we have seen over the last couple of weeks for people who are looking for social media attention. This is tame. For those of you
who
see, go back on our YouTube and watch our show, because this is tame. We have seen some things over the past 3-4 weeks that, just saying.
Oh,
but there's more. We still have 4 more stories to go. Before we do, we're going to say a little prayer, and Garcia is going to reset the room.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Not Your Typical Girl Talk, where we try to make sense of the foolishness on these deep, dark internets. We want to thank Radio Region, syndicated through iHeartRadio. We've got our shows replayed every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern time on Saturdays. So catch the show on Saturday. Be sure to listen. And of course, follow us on our socials. Not Your Typical Girl Talk is the handle. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we love it when you join us live. Wednesday,
every
9:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Amen.
Let's get on with it. Oh, geez. Yeah, let's get on, because at least they're singing like an actual word.
I have to, because you just prayed. So I'm just like,
to get you out of
now. Yeah, because
not the now.
People have been missing the now.
Right? Bring the 90s R&B back. Where's the now? Where's the no? Like, it was a growl.
Very dismissive. I am actually very dismissive. But listen. We got 4 more to go. And this one, honestly, is hilarious. For those of you who are a Little Kim fan, we all know that Little Kim has a particular dance.
Girl.
Her and Mary have a very similar dance, right?
They do.
But they have a particular dance that they do. Well, this young lady here is crediting Little Kim's dance with, well, she's going to tell you in the video, in a clip we're calling ducking. Here we go.
Obviously ended up resulting in somebody getting shot. You know, did you hear the gunfire? If so, take me through that moment.
So I'm walking to the car and I got my baby with me. We already heard a few gunshot rounds, but I ain't think nothing of it. Nobody didn't hear no screaming. So I'm getting to the car. I hear fire, 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 fire. At least by 7 rounds. So I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking, doing Lil' Kim, trying to get my baby in the car, then I throw my baby in the back seat, and we just sped off. Next thing you know, a driver was driving past. I couldn't identify the vehicle, but Lord, I hope they catch him, Lord.
So now knowing that
Oh shit. The poem.
She's like a full-on R&B vibe. Like,
she has a 90s vibe.
Listen, I have to do it again. We gotta. I got the people to understand, right? Like, she's saying the Little Kim dance saved her baby's life, and in the interview, she shows the dance. People, I need you to pay attention to homegirl here. Again, ducking. Let's do the ducking. Let's do it.
Ended up resulting in somebody getting shot. You know, did you hear the gunfire? If so, take me through that moment.
So I'm walking to the car and I got my baby with me. We already heard a few gunshot rounds, but I ain't think nothing of it. Nobody didn't hear no screaming. So I'm getting to the car. I hear fire, 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 fire. At least by 7 rounds. So I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking, doing Lil' Kim, trying to get my baby in the car, then I throw my baby in the back seat, and we just sped off. Next thing you know, a driver was driving past. I couldn't identify the vehicle, but Lord, I hope they catch him, Lord.
So now knowing that
I'm sorry.
She got a whole meeting.
We didn't hear no screaming,
no shouting,
no shouting. She's wearing this little tank top,
sending of attitude or how it got low. Do a little 90s crisscross pose.
Listen, this woman.
She's a star. She did the whole thing.
Her. You can't tell her nothing. Little Kim, you can invite her to a concert because she just said what she does.
Yes, she does.
Someone needs
that girl earned it.
Someone needs to connect her to
definitely.
Kim. You know, like,
I hope Lil' Kim hears about this and gives this woman something, because
come on,
her life was saved.
She needed the whole weekend in New York.
Her life was saved.
The whole weekend in New York.
Her life was saved
because she heard no one screaming.
She was ducking. Yeah. Just ducking.
Doing a Little Kim.
Listen, Black people, we love you.
Right?
We love us.
We're Black.
Thank you. It is just some of us, but who else is going to be able to?
No. And it makes sense. Like, it doesn't look stupid. No. Only we can do that.
It
makes sense when we do it.
It made perfect sense.
We are so fly. Yo, Black people
I had to dodge the bullet. That was ducking. I was out. You know, she said, and then as she was done, she said, you know, doing the Little Kim. And she went, straight face. She kept going. She told them what it was.
She kept it going.
Yeah, it made sense.
Made perfect sense.
You go, girl. You ducking.
Absolute. Girl, this is you.
Ducking. Do your thing. More power to you. Thank God you and your baby are fine. And Little Kim needs to have you out.
Little Kim needs to find this girl.
Little Kim.
Get her on stage. They can duck together. Yo. Oh.
That's it.
They can duck together.
I think she might have done it better than Lil' Kim because she was doing it and grooving.
She got
now
low.
because Lil' Kim, sure.
Okay. That's the signal to move on. Okay.
Oh.
So in the next one, it's stupid. The next one is it's stupid. I am tired of people who decide that I don't want to do something regular. I have to go extra, read all about it.
Right.
To the point where they look like they're going blind. So women are doing BBLs that look absolutely ridiculous. You have the skinny leg and this diaper booty, right? Like women are doing lip injections that make them look like somebody just recently punched them in the face and it just stayed like that. All of these things are extra. Well, I have never seen eyelash extensions like the one we're about to show you. I have seen some eyelash extensions, but this, we'll talk about it after we see it in a segment called Lash It Up. Here we go.
I'm out here chewing shit. Too many bitches in my city think they doing shit. Too many eyes that I don't know, bitch. Who the fuck is this?
Yo, it's like a track of weave.
There's weave track on her eyes.
On her lashes. On the curling iron. Just kind of
weave track. No way anybody stood there. I've had eyelash extensions. I've had very subtle eyelash extension, and it takes several hours.
Oh,
maybe 2 hours because it's individual. She just looked like somebody just cut off bits of weave
track and just
glued them down. Because there's no way somebody stood there for 3, 4, 5,
no one
6
took
hours.
one lash and put that on each individual lash.
That's just a
her
whole
eyes
track.
wouldn't be. To be honest with you, and for those that are listening on the radio, you really need to come back on YouTube and watch this and see it for yourself because
it's unbelievable.
Can barely. It
It's
looks like a
unbelievable.
caterpillar is sitting on her eyelid.
Mr. Snuffleupagus ain't got nothing on this girl.
Like that's how thick it is.
No, those are Snuffleupagus.
Her eyes are red, and she can barely open her eyes.
And when she does, it looks like it's like a spider. It's like a whole bunch of spider legs. It's a weave track. Where's my curling iron to help her get another bend up in this? Curl it up, curl up that weave track, girl. And when she might as well style the Echo styler to style the bottom lashes,
and then the bottom lashes
down.
also have something going on. Like,
what's wrong with our world? Wrong? What's going on?
Did we not? I'm not even gonna play it again because it had music in it. And this is YouTube, but did we not even realize how red her pupils were?
Girl,
glue
red
ran into your eyes, and you can barely open up your.
Oh my god,
dude,
she's probably allergic.
But in the
Because
name
a lot
of
of women are allergic to the glue that is used. I know that and here's the thing, right? These lashes, as we know, we've all had them. They are hard to take care of even when they're subtle.
Yeah.
You've got to clean behind it.
You got to brush it up.
You got to clean it. And these are just a few lashes added to enhance, your eye shape. This girl's got a whole like forest living on her eyelid. Like the evergreens in British Columbia.
Not the forest.
A whole pine tree.
A bird building a nest. You see a squirrel trying to get up in there.
Honestly,
putting some nuts.
That's how thick. That is how thick those lashes are. And young people, I'm telling you, young people, listen to your aunties right now.
Don't do it. Don't get that crap
10
in
years
your
from now, you're going to
Oh.
look at the pictures on Instagram and all that. You're going to see that. And you're going to say, I was an idiot.
Yep.
Believe me.
Why should it take 10 years, though? You should immediately look at your face and say, this is stupid.
Here's my thing. And I can speak to Black women because I'm a Black woman. Black women, why are we doing this?
Good question.
Because I'm sorry, I don't see none of my lighter persuasion peeps doing this.
Barely.
They go get lash extensions. You don't even know they have it.
Got them.
You just thought they're using serum to grow their eyelash.
Thank you. All they're doing is scaring me. They think that men like this. It's like actually men don't like it. They make it clear they don't like men. Men hate it. They don't like fake lashes.
They can't.
They can't.
Forget the fake lash. They can't see your face, and she can't see them.
Like this. It's a raccoon. But go ahead, girl. Go ahead with your fake lash.
She's just like this.
I hope she's not driving home. I hope she doesn't run.
I wonder how much she paid for that foolishness on her face.
I'm telling you, these like they're making a killing. Like these lash techs, they're making bank. Okay. They're making bank on these idiot gal that go and get these ridiculous things attached to their face. I don't. Just get a lash serum. Grow your lashes naturally. Let's get some mascara, slap it on, done. If you really want that look, get some false lashes glued on your eye. When you're done with the night, take them off.
And if you do want to do lash extensions, go get a nice natural set that looks good.
And then give your eyes a break once they fall out. Don't keep going back. You're going to ruin your real lash line.
You'll have no lashes.
And then you'll have no lashes. And look like a mall rat.
No. When I edit this, I'm literally going to have to insert a mall rat. I am done. I'm done. Okay, we have 2 more to go. And then after that, we're going to run down all of the clips that we've done this week. But this next one here. Okay. Listen, ladies, I understand that the dating market is an interesting one. And I understand that sometimes you get into relationships and the relationships don't work out. And so you want to move on. This is not the way to move on. This next lady in a segment I'm calling Full Squad. So you should get where I'm going. She is attempting to date, but she comes with some extra stuff. So, Full Squad it is.
How do you feel about kids?
I have a son.
Okay.
And do you have kids?
Yes.
How many?
5.
Got it. What's the ratio?
Oh, damn. I have an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and an 11-month-old.
So fresh.
Fresh
out the
oven. Fresh and so clean. Yo,
I just
girl,
hella fresh. I got the ages. Okay, she said an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and 11 months old, right?
Yes,
okay.
What you do on this program?
For the sake of education, I'm going to Google how long it takes a woman's womb to come back together after childbirth. How long does it take a woman's womb to retract after childbirth? We're just going to assume.
Yeah, and I actually heard an interesting stat about women that have children, and you'd be surprised to know how long it takes for the entire body and mind to recover from childbirth. I actually saw this stat the other day, and I was shocked. And once you hear it, you will ask yourself,
why are women going out having big picnic not even a good year apart? Why?
It varies. This one says your body could take anywhere from 6 to 9 months postpartum, and in some cases as long as 2 years.
Yes,
that makes sense.
2 years is now
that makes sense.
They said 2 years now for not just the womb, but the entire body and mind.
Keyword
recover
mind.
So I'm just going to repeat the age of these children. She has an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and an 11-month-old. So before the 11th-month-old, she was dropping babies every 2 years.
Yeah. As soon as she healed up, she was like, oh.
Yeah.
And she's on this dating show.
She didn't heal.
She didn't heal. And she's on a dating
Obviously,
show.
she didn't heal.
Still looking for a man.
If your child is 11 months and you're on a dating show,
where's the men that you created the Pitney with? Where are they? But you want to go and get this man and you want to continue to grow your choir? Ma'am.
And here's the thing that bothers me. She was the first one to ask the question.
Like,
and she didn't come and say, you know, the reason why I ask is because, you know, I have kids.
The way she was like, oh, okay, like, think about kids. I'm telling you, how many kids do you have? And then she revealed. So she was going to set this poor man up, okay, to bring her to find out she had 5 picnics.
And she couldn't keep one of the men she had Pitney with.
10 years old.
Where are the baby?
3 under 5. 3 of them are under 5.
Where are your baby fathers? You can make it work with
any of them? Multiple. You know, we didn't even question. It's definitely multiple baby fathers.
And she couldn't land one
because
of them.
If it was the same guy, she wouldn't have shame. And she would have said right after, by the way, you know, my husband, unfortunately, he passed, or you know, I got a divorce. She didn't say that. So we know it's
because it's all multiple questionnaire for her. And now she wants to get this man involved in her multiple questionnaire.
Not the questionnaire.
Her multiple questionnaire. A, B, C, D, E, F, or G. He's gonna be a part of it. And I don't want to
judge either, but it looks like she's very young.
She does look young.
I mean, now I know, yes, she's black. She could be 45.
Very well. I recall from the show, because I watched that episode. It's from a show called The Balloon. I watched that episode. At the most, she was 33. At the most. At the most.
Young.
And that's giving her a lot. I actually think she was in her late 20s, early 30s. Right? And you were pregnant, not even 2 years, you were pregnant maybe every 18 months. And then for the 2 and the 11-month-old, you just said, oh.
She said, I forget that.
And then it's not, right. And it's not
another one. Another one.
It's another one. Like DJ Khaled.
She made
another one.
She made the mistake 3 extra times.
Oh my God. And that's why those girls were laughing, because they're like, wow, okay, she's asking the question.
Laughing.
Listen, I talked about that yesterday. I said, that's the best part. Normally, us women, we sometimes be on some bullshit, right? Like, we will be agreeing with some nonsense that you're like, that's not something you agree with. The fact that all of the other contestants were just like, damn, and we're like, yes, sir. Wait till you hear the age of these kids. They knew what was up.
They knew.
They're like, girl.
They knew.
This woman shouldn't be dating. Man. She should be making sure that 11-year-old needs to turn 10 years old.
Like
that's 11
she needs to take care of the
11-month-old is in full day school. She shouldn't even be thinking of dating until the 11-month-old is at school full day.
Yeah.
Yep.
That child needs to be in grade 1 at least.
She's like, no, guys, she ain't got time for that.
And most psychiatrists, if she sat down with one right now and they heard this a complete story, they'd be like, you need to not date for the next 10 years.
She's like a serial baby maker.
Because why do you need to find love? You've got 5 people who love you at home.
Thank you.
That's a lot of love.
She has 5 beautiful children, I'm sure.
I mean, she could
full of love for her.
She could actually still be nursing.
Probably.
Girl, listen, I nursed until Tran was a little bit before she was 1. No, she was about 9 or 10 months. Mm-hmm. So, but your breasts still are engorged because you, girl, like, let me tell you something. Finding a new man was the last. I could hardly stand to be in the same room with her daddy some days. Okay, being tired and emotional, and your body coming back. It was like being with the man you had the baby for, much less a new man.
She's ready for a stranger man.
But she had the stranger man and had a whole heap of kids with the stranger man.
Ladies, I say it all the time. Babies are not souvenirs.
No.
You do not have to have a baby with every failed relationship. You don't need reminders. You know what's a good reminder? Jewelry, bags. Those are great reminders.
Unfortunately, babies are seen as handbags now.
Babies are not souvenirs.
Babies are cute babies. They don't deserve to be punished for your mistakes.
I'm done. Okay.
Leave the babies alone. And girl, get off this. Disqualify yourself, ma'am.
She actually should.
And come off this program. Leave the way for women that actually don't have the same amount of baggage you have. Like, come on now.
5 damn kids. 5 kids.
What?
Under basically 8 or younger, and you're on a show looking for a new man. Go sit down somewhere. I digress. Okay.
Wow.
And we have one more segment before we go back and play all the videos from the last 7 segments. But this one here, in a segment I'm calling My Man, My Man, My Man, is courtesy of 6 Brown Chicks. And you may not believe what I'm about to read, but I can tell you we actually verified it. We verified it. We sure did. And yeah, okay. My man, my man, my man. I see red flags. 2 years ago, I ate sushi off of my boyfriend's naked body and did other things for his birthday. I had red eyes for a week. The eye drops weren't working. My boss sent me home because he thought I was high at work. So I broke down and went to the ER. My diagnosis? Ocular syphilis. There was a report that several women from our state contracted the same illness from the same man. This is what bothered me. He's my boyfriend, but the media report stated that there were other women aged 40 to 60 who also got the STI in their eyes. My boyfriend said the women lied on him and that his doctor told him he didn't have syphilis. I don't want to know my STI status right now because I'm pregnant and emotionally unstable. I still don't know if I can trust him. And to be clear, there was actually an article, okay? There was an article in the paper on the New York Post because we then Googled it after she actually sent this in apparently to validate her story. I went to Google in our planning call. I found it. And not only did the man supposedly have syphilis, if I'm not mistaken, he also had herpes. Yes, he had herpes simplex. So he had herpes simplex, didn't treat himself for syphilis until these women got syphilis in their eyes. Ladies.
So I want to clarify something. She's pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the baby father?
I'm guessing syphilis man.
Syphilis man.
Syphilis man. That took me out. The fact that she said, she doesn't want to know her results because she's pregnant. She doesn't trust them.
What syphilis can do to a baby, a fetus?
I mean, we already know what it can do to a human, a grown adult human being.
So she's pregnant. She doesn't trust him.
And she sees red flag.
And she sees red flag.
He's her man. She was mad. She was mad that the New York Post or who else was reporting the story, that they weren't referring to that as her man.
As her boyfriend.
That was her biggest concern.
And what concerns me is your man cheated on you so many times that it's in the news. It made news. Your man? He's the man of this town, the man of the city. He belongs to the streets.
The dirty streets.
Not you, sis.
Like the sewers, that's where he belongs. The sewer streets. Yeah.
This man's out here with 60-year-old Homan. They've been eating sushi off him too.
And other things.
And it's the other things for me. This is one of those other things where you get syphilis in your eye from what are these other things that you're doing
other
with
things?
Syphilis? Okay.
And the idea that, here's the thing too, the mindset of the woman, I wonder, because most people would be so ashamed they would never tell this story.
No,
they would go to the doctor, they would get treated, and they would never tell a living soul.
Not this girl.
Okay, this woman actually went out and was like, "Look, everyone, this is true. Here's the story. It's in the paper. See, here it is." I'm like, girl, you want people to find you. You
Yes,
want
she
people
does.
to track you down and find you.
Yep. She does. She does.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
We're
have no
done.
words for you.
I don't have advice. She actually, this is for everybody who's never heard of 6 Pound Chick. This is like a write-in thing that people, she actually wants advice, and we have none to give.
None.
So
she already made her decision.
She made her choice. Yeah, she already made her choice. She's gonna have this kid with. I mean, she has the disease. She has this man that she doesn't trust. She's saying
she's not
her biggest
treating
concern is that it's my man, and then
she's not treating the sickness while she's carrying a baby. So
there's that. We have nothing for you.
Oh, can you charge someone with child neglect before the child is born?
But at this point, like, she's not even gonna probably want the baby once the baby's born, because again, syphilis does a lot. It can eat away at your brain matter. Like, there's so much I read.
Yeah, there's a lot. And she's just like nonchalant.
And if it's untreated, because she doesn't want to treat it. I remember watching an episode of, it's fictional, but it's true, Law and Order SVU, where a gentleman had untreated syphilis to the point where it ate away at his brain, and he was committing murders and not even realizing. And had they actually treated him with penicillin, when they find out, he would have been okay. And that's the thing, she doesn't want to know. So her unborn baby's in there with whatever going on, and you're like, oh, I don't want to know, and you're pregnant with syphilis.
My man. But she wants the man though who
she
basically
wants him,
ruined her life.
But she doesn't trust him. Yet she's pregnant with his kid.
We're done. We're actually just, we're done. We're gonna run down the last 7 stories, the last 7 videos to end the show, and then Tully's gonna take us out. So video number 1.
You identify as what?
Hi there. I'm Cody, pronouns em, airs, or zems, zers, or really any neo-pronouns that aren't ze, her, hers. I come from the world of Instagram, where I had decided at one point that I was going to micro-vlog my gender transition. I am a white, transmasculine, femme, non-binary, temporarily mostly able-bodied, neurodivergent, obsessive-compulsive, chronically ill, culturally Jewish, Unitarian Universalist, non-monogamous, demi-low romantic, gray demi-bisexual, survivor of acute and complex trauma, millennial, and cat parent in mental health recovery.
That's a long way to say gay. Okay, like, honest question, how does someone get this brainwashed?
Video number 2.
They refer to me as its. They, them makes me super dysphoric. Its is cool. Non-noun neo-pronouns are still my preferred, especially the ones that keep the E sound, like E or Z or V.
I just lost brain cells. Like I felt them die. Yeah.
And video number 3. Oh my God.
Wow.
Video number
Obviously
5.
ended up resulting in somebody getting shot. You know, did you hear the gunfire? If so, take me through that moment.
So I'm walking to the car, and I got my baby with me. We already heard a few gunshot rounds, but I ain't think nothing of it. Nobody didn't hear no screaming. So I'm getting to the car. I hear fire, 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 fire. At least about 7 rounds. So I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking, I'm dodging, I'm ducking, doing little Kim, trying to get my baby in the car, then I throw my baby in the back seat, and we just sped off. Next thing you know, a driver was driving past. I couldn't identify the vehicle, but Lord, I hope they catch him, Lord.
So now knowing that
You got video numbers.
I'm out here chewing shit. Too many bitches in my city think they doing shit. Too many ops that I don't know, bitch. Who the fuck is this?
And that was stupid. And finally, video number 7.
Kids.
I have a son.
Okay.
And you have kids?
Yes.
How many?
5.
Got it. Got it. What's the ratio?
Oh, damn.
Like,
I have an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and an 11-month-old.
so fresh.
You notice she said,
Oh, damn.
She
Or the
knew she
7
was
videos.
going
She
down.
knew.
She's ashamed of
She
what
knows.
she's done, and she's up on that show.
She should disqualify
They
herself.
should disqualify her.
She's not. She shouldn't be on there. She should not be on there. Girl.
So once again, if you're new to our show, we go to the depths of the internet, not the internet, the internet, to find you these stories. So thank us for what we do for your midweek laughter, because we sometimes often have to revive our brain cells by going to read books, as I look at my bookshelf here, to make sure that we're still good. So you're welcome, everybody. But before we go, we're gonna make sure our girl Telly takes us out. Maybe we need to just a prayer to take us out. Maybe we need to bring a prayer in and
Need
stage
a prayer of Kumbaya. Jesus, take the wheel. Lord, Shadada Lord, give us strength to get through this week. What a week it has been. We hope you enjoyed those. Woo, we told y'all it was going to be a heavy week, and trust and believe, don't worry, next week will also be just as heavy, if not worse. But we want to thank you so much for watching and for keeping it real with us. We are the crew, the Not Your Typical Girl Talk crew. We want to thank Radio Region, syndicated through iHeartRadio. Check out our replay, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Saturday. That's right, if you missed this week's episode, don't worry. Saturdays, you can watch this episode along with all of our award-winning content, Nobel Peace Prize content. That's right. We have it's somewhere in our facilities. We'll show you guys eventually. Don't worry about it. Just believe that we have it, okay? And as for that, don't forget on Wednesdays we go live every Wednesday, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and right here on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Listen. Just because the world's going crazy doesn't mean that we are. So you can have faith in us. We will always be keeping it real with you. We'll always keep it live and fresh and funny. These stories may be heavy, but as you can see, we bring a flavor, a lightness to it. So we're gonna do our little camera. We're gonna dodge ourselves out of here. We're gonna dodge our bullets for the rest of this week because y'all, the week has been real. But listen. Till next time, keep fit, have fun. We got Kirsha bobbing her head. We got me, Tele, and we got Queen Sheba. Till next time, everybody. Woo! Don't do what Julia Fox did. We'll be back.
We're taking them out. Goodbye, everybody.